Mouse! In my house! I know not whence it came. Beady eyes glare at me and whiskers chuff away. Shoo! I shout and heavily stomp. Get you gone now, beast, and forever hie away. No, it squeaks. Its nose twitches. It cannot be done, I'm so sorry to say. And I'm perplexed and ever vexed. What? I wonder. How dare you? What insolence is this? Such a cheeky little mouse defying me in my own house. I simply cannot stomach this at all. Cheese, please, sir, I beg you, says the fluffy runt. I am poor and famished, and you have so much bounty. Just a little nibble, tittle and jot, a slice of yellow heaven, a pungent triangle. Cheese, of course it's always cheese. I feel pity swell. I cut a cheddar chunk, an orange sliver, crumbly and sharp, and hand it to the starving rodent. There, of course, a triangle is fair, and now you've had your fill, my friend, adieu. Thanks, it says, and then, but? Is there more? What of my wife, sir? She's dwindling fast, the poor lass, and dearly needs a bite as well. A hungry wife? Well, that's certainly no good. I grab my knife and measure the cheddar anew. Camembert, sir, if you please. Her tastes are quite refined. Again I slice and give away. Is that all then? The mouse pockets the cheese and squeaks. I have 2 children also. I sigh and raise my knife again. Gouda for my girl Eileen, her favourite kind, and Brie, my boy Maurice, he can't do without. I cut again, and once more, my cupboard running bare, my plans for French soup abandoned, and my toast left unadorned. More, he squeaks. I've cousins some, arriving from all over, and aunts and uncles too. A mouseish wedding we will have, so cut and cut more triangles, sir, of Edam, feta, parmesan, and gruyere and blue, and for the kids, a queso sauce and cream. I scream. My shaking hand cramps from the endless cutting. How many more? I fretfully ask. How many kin have you? Oh, more, sir, a great deal so, from countries far and wide. Squeaks and chitters fill the air, 1,000 tiny feet. Around me are a legion, 1,000,000 mice carpet my home and drape the walls with beady eyes and swishing cobra tails. They sniff and whisker and debate which cheeses are best and argue ceaselessly. Then I hear my guest, "Keep cutting, sir, more cheese. We need halloumi by the load and much Havarti and Swiss. Cottage by the bucket and Munster by the barrel, and above all we need the cheese, that glorious, sumptuous, blissful cheese that everyone calls cake." Sweat drips into my sorry eyes. I hack my knife so hard the counter splits. The mice, they cheer and jeer and hurry me along. Each new cheese I cut into a slice and then again diagonally. 2 perfect triangles filling the mice with glee. "More!" they shout, their squeak a roar, a deafening tide of joy. "More, sir, don't lag behind, we hunger ever so." They pass me a new, bigger knife and tip my fridge over and produce a better cutting board, big, industrial, and made of stainless steel, and shout, "Our appetite keeps growing, just cut and cut again. Another cheesy triangle. Another cheesy triangle? What to do? My arm goes numb and my back aches so. I cannot keep this pace up, but my guests do goad me on. I fear what happens when I run out the last of all my cheese. Will that sate the little beasts? Or will their hunger just keep growing? Each time I blink, there's even more mice by the dozen. They walk on stilts and fill the air, hanging from tiny ropes, 1,000,000 eyes on me. They bet each time another triangle's cut to see who gets the prize, and those who don't just roar their ire. "Cut faster, man, and harder, more triangles for us today. You've done okay so far." "Mouse," I cry, "how much more?" "More and ever more," he says, and they cheer. "I've given you an inch already." And we'll have a mile. You see, we like your home and we'd simply hate if we had to chew the walls. You agree? I don't want them in my walls, yes. I concur that cheese is the better of the two. And, he says, a small-known fact, that mice, though small, are fond of meat. Of meat? I wonder what they mean. What next? A slice of ham, or chicken drumstick, turkey leg, bacon rasher, sausage, steak, or big tin of spam? My fridge is nearly empty as it is, and held little more than my cheese. I may have a can or 2 of sardines in the basement, or tuna and beans. Silence, I note all around me, not a single squeak, peep, chirp, snuffle, or twitch, all 10 billion eyes on me. Meat, says the mouse. My good sir. And all their mouths drip with fresh saliva. No hard feelings, sir, but we'll have our fill. Keep the triangles of cheese coming and cut them well, or we'll gnaw the cutter who's surpassed his purpose. It's recycling. My throat's gone dry, I swallow hard and get back to slicing. I feel their eyes crawl on my skin and hear their slobber drip. How did I get into this mess? How did the day turn so awry? The sun was nice this morning and I never feared that today I would die. I ponder all the plans left unfulfilled as I cut another triangle and toss it to the mass of mice. Another dozen slices of smooth mozzarella, another score or two of crumbly Asiago out, of cheese. I swallow hard. The tense mice shift, my fridge a barren void. Thank you, sir, says the mouse. You've done quite well, but that's all. We'd love more cheese, but now we'll feast. Wait, I cry, interrupting the beast. A moment, please. Well? He arches an irritated eyebrow. What is it then? Hurry now, for our stomachs rumble so, and our young hunger. Think fast. I think I've done my good deed for the day and don't relish ending up a mousy meal. But what can I do? There's a billion of them, stacked so tight they run floor to ceiling. If only I had more cheese for just another triangle or two. But that's it. Mouse, I say. There is more cheese. He frowns and scans the fridge, empty and lifeless. Not here, but at the store. I'll grab my wallet and drive down and return with more. The mice agree, and I flee across the sea. And the house I put up for sale as is.